If your household budget relied on you physically showing up to work tomorrow morning, but a sudden life event meant you couldn't, how long would your financial security actually survive? I know it's a tough question to sit with, especially if you are a highly educated professional, a clinician or a corporate manager. And on paper, you look incredibly successful. You have the degrees, the titles, and a stable income. But behind the scenes, you face a reality that nobody warns you about in university. You have assets, asset rich, if you want to call it that, but you are completely time bankrupt. You know you want to build a parallel income stream or an additional income stream. You want to work from home more often. You want more flexibility. Or you just want to simply give your family more lifestyle choices. And I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting more choices and more comfort and luxury, etc. But when you look at your frantic calendar packed with client schedules, stakeholder meetings, family logistics, patience, you naturally think, where on earth am I supposed to find the time? Sometimes it's not even so much about the money, but where am I supposed to find the time? Today, I want to unpack the exact logical 5 step framework that busy, high achieving parents are using to build automated online businesses without taking on a second full time job or risking their professional reputation. So, step one, you have to shift to the pocket hours in your day. The first mistake smart people make is assuming they need to find a 4 hour block of completely uninterrupted free time every single day to start a business. Or maybe you think you need to study the whole day or whatever it may be. And if you're going to wait for that to happen, you are never going to start. Trust me. Instead, what I would suggest is look for the tiny hidden gaps inside your existing daily routine. The 20-minute morning commute, the time spent sitting in the school pickup line, or the time sitting in the toilet, or the quiet window after the kids are asleep. You'd be surprised how much time you actually spend in the toilet, right? So, extra digital income is not built in massive blocks. It is engineered entirely within the pocket hours of your day. Number two, you have to reject the idea about building from scratch. Now, as a busy professional, your time is your most expensive asset. You cannot afford to spend months learning how to code websites or design software or manage physical inventory or handle product shipping from scratch. The smartest, most responsible shortcut is to plug into a done for you digital framework. You want an ecosystem where the tech infrastructure, the sales, the funnels, and the underlying digital products are already fully built and vetted. Your role is simply to bring your professional intellect and connect people to the system. Now, number three is very important because we live in a world of AI today. So you have to learn to deploy smart tools as a time multiplier. Now, what does that mean? You do not need to become a full time social media content creator or an internet influencer to build a successful online income stream. I've seen this. By utilizing simple, everyday AI tools, you can handle the heavy lifting of writing, brainstorming, and planning right from your phone. That is the world we're living in today. You can effectively map out a whole week's worth of helpful ideas, emails, or scripts in under 15 minutes, allowing you to maintain an active digital presence without being glued to a screen. And number four, you have to set the technology to run on autopilot, which is probably the most useful and helpful and underrated. Your online business must possess the ability to operate efficiently while you are focused on your day job or spending time with your children. I mean, that's the point. And this is achieved by wiring simple automated systems. So once a prospective customer enters your digital workspace, the automation takes over, sharing information, answering common questions, and processing transactions 24/7. Yes, these things exist and you can absolutely have it. The technology does the manual labor, completely decoupling your revenue from your physical hours worked. And isn't that what we love? Isn't that what we can afford right now. And then number five, you have to find high ticket offers. When your time is limited, low ticket models, they can work, but it's a lot of work. If you sell a $20 product, you need hundreds of transactions every single month just to see a noticeable difference in your household budget. And it's possible, I'm not saying it is not, but that requires an immense amount of customer service and management. So instead, look for premium high value ecosystems. When you focus on high ticket models, you only need 3 to 5 transactions a month to generate significant parallel income or an additional income stream that matches a large portion of a traditional professional salary. It is the only math model that respects a busy parent's schedule. So here's the thing, this is what happened to me. About a month ago, the reality hit my own household in a very raw way. I mean, I've always wanted to make money online, but this is where it actually clicked for me. My husband owns a busy private practice, physio practice. He fell and he broke his dominant hand, which is very significant because in an instant, his ability to treat patients paused. He's not out of the game forever, but now 3 months, he's not able to do his work. And finding a reliable coverage is incredibly difficult. So I had to step in. I just finished, or a week ago, I finished a 12-day straight working shift, balancing my own career as a postdoc researcher, running his practice, and managing our 3 kids. And it was exhausting, I'm not going to lie. But it proved to me why an automated digital backup plan is an absolute necessity, not a luxury. While I was completely occupied with patient files and research deadlines, the automated digital workflows kept moving quietly in the background, entirely unbothered by my real life crisis. So you don't need to wait for a broken arm or burnout scare or corporate restructuring to realize that a single income stream is a vulnerable position to be in. You can build your exit strategy or your additional income engine, your parallel income engine responsibly right now while you are healthy. So if you are ready to examine the exact straightforward digital framework we plug into to buy our time back, our mentor has laid out the entire system in a free masterclass training. So click the link in the description box below this video to access this training. And let's look at how you can build true financial options for your family. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the training.